So you want to use ChatGPT to help you learn coding, but you're not quite sure where to start? Perfect, you're in the right place. Let's break down how you can use this amazing tool not just to get answers, but to actually learn how to think like a coder. And hey, while you're here, if you like learning things in a simple, friendly way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're all about making tricky subjects easy to understand.
Okay, so let's talk about this thing called tutorial hell. It's a huge trap for beginners. You know the feeling, right? You can follow a video, copy all the code perfectly, but the second you try to build something on your own, you're totally stuck. Using AI can feel exactly the same if all you're doing is copying and pasting.
But what if there was a better way? Today, we're going to flip the script on how you see ChatGPT. Instead of treating it like an answer key that just spits out code, we're going to turn it into your own personal coding tutor. We'll do it in 8 simple steps. And the best part, we're not going to show you a single line of code today. This is all about the ideas.
So let's dive into our 8-step guide. See, the real secret here isn't getting the AI to write code for you. It's about learning how to ask the right questions so you can understand it for yourself.
First things first, step 1 is all about building a solid foundation. Before you even think about code, ask ChatGPT to explain the big idea in really simple terms. A great prompt is, explain what an API is to me like I'm 10 years old. This makes sure you get the concept before you get confused by the details.
All right, step 2 is a big one. Ask for a plan, not the actual code. You could say, give me the steps in pseudocode to build a simple weather app. This is huge because it helps you focus on the logic of how something works before you get all tangled up in specific code. So you might be asking, what on earth is pseudocode? It's actually super simple. Think of it like a recipe for your program. It's just a step-by-step plan written in plain English. It's all about the what to do, not the fancy code words. Step 3 is a bit of a pro tip, honestly. Ask about common mistakes. A prompt like, what are some common slip-ups beginners make when working with APIs is like getting a cheat sheet for what not to do. It helps you understand why the right way is the right way, and trust me, it'll save you hours of frustration later.
Okay, step 4. This is where we start connecting the dots. Ask for a simple example, but, and this is the important part, ask it to explain every single line to you in plain words. This is how you bridge that gap between knowing an idea and seeing how it actually works in practice.
This next one, step 5, this might be the single most important step to get you out of tutorial hell. Ask for a small mission, a tiny project. You could say, give me a small practice task to learn about loops. This flips the switch from just watching to actually doing.
And in step 6, we really start treating ChatGPT like a teacher. After you've tried a task, don't just move on, ask it to quiz you. This is such a great way to check if you actually understood the concept and make sure that knowledge really sticks.
Step 7 is super important, and it's all about being safe. It's awesome when you're ready to try running your practice code, but you want to do it the right way. Ask for the safe steps to run it on your own computer. And please, this is a big one, always ask a teacher or a parent for help before you run anything for the very first time. Safety first.
And our last step, number 8, is all about what to do when things go wrong, because they will. Instead of just saying, my code's broken, fix it, you need to give context. Say, I'm getting this error, I already tried X, and then Z happened, what should I check next? That way, you're learning how to solve problems, not just getting an answer.
All right, so those are your 8 steps, that's your game plan. But now let's talk about having the right mindset so you can use these steps to build skills that really last. Okay, listen up. This is probably the most important rule in this entire guide. Never copy and paste code that you don't fully understand. Your goal here isn't just to make something work, it's to learn how it works.
But you might be thinking, what's the big deal? If the code works, who cares? What's the real risk here?
Well, a fascinating study looked into this exact thing. They found that students who used AI were, get this, almost 3 times faster. But, and this is a huge but, the students who worked on their own showed a much deeper understanding and came up with more creative solutions. So the big takeaway? Faster isn't the same as learning. Okay, so you've got the steps, you've got the right mindset. Now it's time to actually start. Let's talk about your very first small project. So here it is, your first official challenge. A classic beginner project is a number guessing game. I want you to go to ChatGPT and ask for the steps to plan this game. Remember, just the steps. no code. This is all about the plan.
So when you put it all together, you get this really powerful learning loop. First, get the concept explained. Then plan it out with pseudocode. Do a small practice task, test and debug it, and then you repeat. That cycle is the engine that's going to build your skills. And please, remember to celebrate the small wins along the way. Learning to code is a journey. Every single expert out there started right where you are now, at step 1. You've got this. Hey, if this was helpful for you, a like would be awesome, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next beginner guide. We're thinking about doing a full hands-on guide for that number guessing game. Haha, just saying.
Okay, now I've got a question for you. What's a small project that's been on your mind? Drop a comment below and tell us. What's one little idea you'd love some help planning out?
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Up next, check out our explainer on coding basics for absolute beginners. Seriously, you can do this. Just take it one small, smart step at a time.